On a late summer's night, the Haunted Earth team visit Gastro's 1603 in East Street, Colchester, to investigate the ghostly legends that abound in this beautiful old restaurant, which is also known as the Old Seige House. Whilst the team readied for the night investigation, I took the opportunity to interview the owner Patrick, who runs the restaurant with his partner Marina. Hi Patrick, thank you very much for inviting us here tonight to investigate your beautiful restaurant.
Thank you.
How long have you been here? You're the owner, as I understand.
I am, yeah. I've been here for 10 months.
Has anything interesting happened?
What I say is we heard a lot of noise. I did have a lot of bangs. I feel a lot of presence as you walk by. I usually come around and turn the light off here upstairs, but I have to go through an area where there is, turn the lights off. On my way down, I always run for some reasons. For a simple reason, I feel there's a lot of presence. I feel there is something there that...
Has anything strange, like doors banging or objects being moved, ever been made in front of you?
In front of me hasn't, but what I've seen, what I've not seen, what I've heard is a big bang right behind me once, right at the door, and I was sure no one is there. At first I thought maybe a member of staff has done something like this, or trying to scare us, or anything in that nature, but I can assure you no one was there.
Were you aware of the history of this place before you came here, or when you took over?
I was aware of the history, and I always assumed maybe this place has got, for the for the look of it and all of that, may have a bit of I don't know, as you call them, maybe ghosts or anything in that nature. But people who had this place before me also said that it is there is something there.
I understand that there's a dining room on this floor next door, and I'm of the impression that people in the past wouldn't, especially women working, clearing the tables, setting the tablecloths, would never work in there on their own at night, and they had to be accompanied by another member of staff.
Completely true. I mean, when we have a party here, when it gets really busy on the weekend, what we usually do when everybody goes, then members of staff comes here and clear up and make the restaurant back to normality and clean up and all of that. And if no one is ever left here on their own because they don't want to.
Is there a problem downstairs as well that's come to your attention regarding spooky atmospheres in the lower part of the restaurant?
There is at the far end of the restaurant downstairs. As you come in through the door, there's right there, and then that bit definitely
very spooky.
Very, very much so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we'd like to do very shortly, we're going to have the lights off. We're going to split up into different groups, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the ghosts of this building will present themselves to us. Because I understand also that there is a ghost of a Cavalier officer who's been seen coming through the main door. Also believe that a Puritan from the past, the spirit of a Puritan, has been seen in the area. So it'll be interesting to see what presences we detect tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
As the team were ready to split into smaller groups, Dee, a camera woman, captured on camera an unusual light anomaly which moves quickly in from the right. As the light source originated from the left, it is felt unlikely that the movement of team members next to the light source was responsible. Here it is again, slowed down. Having checked our cameras, the team moves off to set up their own vigils. I and Patrick decide to investigate the small upstairs dining room, which allegedly has an atmosphere that is so scary that staff will only work here in pairs. All of the time I was there, I was quite aware of presences that remained silently in the background, seemingly watching and observing our every move. I think that was outside. If there are any friendly spirits in this room, could you show yourself, please? Yeah, straight from the corner. An orb just came from the far right corner across the room. There's someone in here with us now. I'm just going to have a... Please, could you show yourself? I mean you no harm or offence. I come in peace. There is an activity building up. Please don't be shy. Please do not be frightened. We mean you no harm. We want to right an injustice that occurred in the past. I then decided to meditate to see whether I could commune with the spiritual entity that I felt was present in this room. The entity appeared to be a foot soldier of the Royalist Army who had died fighting within this building. The experience for me was quite discomforting. Please, can you show yourself? Oh. Oh. I felt terrible pain again in my side. Through my back, I think. Can you show yourself, please? Can you identify yourself to me? The man who was killed in this room, he didn't die. He didn't die straight away. It took hours for him to die. And he was just left for dead. He was just lying here. Slow, agonizing death. So much pain. This man wasn't from this area. He was from out of the county. I feel so much sadness and loneliness. Very lonely. Very, very lonely. Please, could you show yourself? I mean you no offence whatsoever. I just wish to make contact with you. He was standing here. Firing out towards the bridge. I've got this man just standing here looking with a rifle, peering out. I can just feel this very, very strongly. I mean, the bridge that's there now, it was something totally different then. It's probably made of, probably an old medieval bridge. I can understand how people can, on their own, feel quite intimidated by this, you know. Okay, there's something around here. Please don't be shy. Please show yourself. There's a female, Mary or whatever that her name was.
Mary's downstairs.
No, there's a woman here now.
Is it?
Yeah. Unbeknown to me was that whilst I was filming in the panel dining room, Marina and Rudy were filming next door when Marina picked up this EVP on her camcorder, which sounded to be a female voice. What was interesting was that the location was exactly the same place I felt the female presence later. By now, Rudy, Marina and team member Julie were down on the ground floor restaurant when Rudy picked up the presence of a female he believed was called Augusta, which prompted this EVP in reply. Augusta. Meanwhile, Sean and Dee were investigating the small panel dining room and were experiencing problems of their own.
Oh. Now I'm feeling heavy again.
You've definitely got 2 warps around you.
Oh, that's why then. Oh. Oh my God, I'm going to have to sit down. God, I thought I was going to fall.
Just tension it.
I think I'll probably just walk straight through somewhere. See, no, it's not. Oh, see, it's Keats.
Yeah.
You've got you've got some orbs near you now.
I've just gone out of breath then. I think he's checking us out. Did you say something? Talk to me. Just heard a voice.
Was that whispering?
It was here, and then I heard it in between us just then.
You say that again? Say that again. I heard that. That was actually the other side of you, near the wall, when I heard it.
Yeah. Sort of there. Did you say something? Talk to me. Just heard a voice.
Sean and Dee were then joined by the rest of the team, where we decided to hold an informal seance with Rudy acting as lead medium.
We'll get one of the soldiers coming in. You pick it up, Chris.
I've just got an image all the time of a round head.
Yes, there is a soldier that's coming in. Come on.
And he's an officer, that's why I feel him to be.
Come in. Can we come closer, because we can't see you very well. Oh, that's better.
He's quite tall and he's young. I would say he's probably a captain, aged about 28.
Did you get the name?
Well, I picked up earlier another name, but I'm not getting a name on this character. Whether it's one of the same people, I honestly don't know.
I've got a name that's been knocking around here. And Andrew. Is your name Andrew? And if so, please feel free to talk to us. Can you come in closer to us, my friend? We'd like to talk to you. Please tell us what happened. What is your name? Is it Andrew?
He had the traditional lobster pot helmet, they used to call them, but he's had a bar running down from the middle, covering his nose. It's obviously to prevent, as a nose guard, to prevent the sword from cutting into the flesh.
He's saluting, he's going like this, in front, the sword in front. Hello, whoever you are. Please, can you tell us your name?
He's wearing brown leather gauntlets, brown leather jerkin.
I'll get Captain Foster. Captain Foster.
That's interesting because when you, just as you said Foster, the name that went through my mind was Fortescue.
Oh, something like that.
That's the fact that it's very close, yeah.
Forster, Fortescue, Captain. Yeah, that's good. That feels right there. He's shouting to his men at the moment to barricade the windows. Fire all around, obviously. Bullets are whizzing past. A lot of screaming, shouting, right. What else? There's a woman with a baby here as well. I don't know if she was in residence here at the time.
Yeah, I picked up the lady.
And she's
not that old either.
No, she's about 20, 25, 26. But I see the baby in her arms. There's a baby. And her husband or her partner is one of the chaps that's fighting. Yeah. And that's about it. There was a bit of a fire here. There was a fire. Slight fire. I don't know what happened. I think they hit a powder. One of the bullets hit the powder keg or something, caught fire.
Really, it just coming to my mind. There is somebody here who's very angry.
Right.
Very angry with you.
Why is that?
I don't know. I can just, all of a sudden, I just had a... I try and keep my mind empty. There was this huge flash.
Right.
And there was this man, older man, probably in his 50s, very ugly. He's got a large nose, round bulbous nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
You're not dead yet.
Sorry.
No, but this man was probably in his 50s, quite a large bulbous nose, quite a fat face.
That's me.
Very rough skin.
You're just describing me.
No, I haven't. Not how I see this guy. Looks nothing like you.
So what is he angry at me for? Can you get him?
He doesn't agree to our presence. He thinks that we are showing disrespect to the spirits of this house, to the nature and the intention of what happened in the past.
What, shouldn't be saying anything?
He's got a very dismissive air. I mean, I could actually allow him to come through me if I wanted. But he's not a very pleasant man. He's not military.
Right.
He is wearing, if you want, for the better word, dressed like a Puritan. He's dressed in black, with a white collar and like some kind of ruff around his neck.
I'm sorry to upset you, my friend. We are not here to intrude. History wanted to know what happened in the history of this place. So if we have upset you in any way, I am sorry.
And downstairs in that small part, where the customers become agitated, definitely. I'm feeling this very strongly. A connection between a holy man and someone who ran a knife or sword through him over something, I don't know, an argument.
Yeah.
And that bitterness still remains, and the feeling that I have is this man that's come through now is somehow connected with that incident.
Yeah, I can hear shouting now. Very much so.
He's very, very religious, this guy. He can justify doing anything to anybody on the grounds of his own religious conviction.
Well, he won't like us being here then, so...
He's a benign spirit in the sense that he doesn't cause any disruption here.
Mm-hmm.
But he certainly doesn't like us. But he doesn't like people in general.
So he's not a very nice character on the whole.
No.
Oh, well, we're protected anyway.
The Roundhead officer, he's very, very close. He's part of me at the moment.
Yeah, I'll get a nice kind of...
He left this guy to die. He left him to die. He was wounded, lying on the ground there. He left him to die.
What, this Verger bloke? It's not very nice.
No, the officer, the Roundhead officer who commanded the troop which attacked the Seige house. He lost quite a few men in the attack, and he had no respect whatsoever for those that had been taken.
Right.
And there was a guy lying there, dying, and he just let him slowly die. And I picked him up earlier, and I had this terrible feverishness.
Is anyone else picking anything up?
Yeah, I just saw something just go straight across me, just over here.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Up there.
Oh.
I thought it was just me, but it happened again.
The problem...
Maybe go... He's come very close with whatever it is. Probably our friend. Anyway. Go on, sorry mate.
The problem with this is that, as it is at the moment, is that they are basically not playing with us tonight. They're fairly well kept back. I'm hoping that on a subsequent visit or whatever, we can actually determine what's going on here. But at the night, they've been more testing us than we have been testing them.
Or maybe they don't want to.
No, they're just curious. They want to know about what we're doing. They know about cameras. They've seen cameras. But they want to know what we're doing here, while we're doing it.
Just for history's sake, you know.
There's also another presence in this building which is shielded itself from me. It's not unpleasant. It's something which is very nervous and frightening.
I don't trust things that shield. I like to see them.
But tonight, I've certainly touched on the woman. There was also a female presence downstairs, which I'm not sure whether she was connected to the same here. I also felt the presence of a royalist downstairs, but nothing more than that.
I'll break off now, I've got a headache. I'm going to sort of shut this now.
Okay.
Because, dear Heavenly Father, please send your loving light of love, light and protection. May those unrested spirits find peace in your loving light of love, light and happiness. Amen.
Well, that's it for now, so stay tuned until next time.
you.